Hey everyone, welcome to today's Top Chef reunion recap.
New York City, Season 5. So, Gail, Tom, Padma, and Toby Young were all on hand for the festivities along with Adam Cohen.
And Andy Cohen.
Andy Cohen.
And all the
Why do I
chefs.
keep calling him Adam?
I don't know. But congratulations to the final four, Hosea, Stefan, Fabio, and Hootie.
Who?
Carla.
Okay, so unless you were under a rock or didn't watch the show at all, Hosea won. And they had their little video package. Leah was surprised. Why didn't you two get a room already? And yes, Hosea's dad had cancer. That was the driving force. You know, he wanted to do good on the show, and he won.
Do well.
Yes. So Stefan was his arch nemesis. And it was very close in the end, kids. Don't be fooled. It wasn't like Hosea put on his Batman cape and won the whole thing. It was close.
But Stefan is okay, and he's happy he didn't win. I don't know why, but
I can kind of understand why, because I know that when you win a show like that, there's like contractual obligations and
Yes.
everything, so the winner's hands are pretty much tied, like in terms of like doing stuff for the show, so it's probably better that you don't win. And
Probably.
and at least by being on the show, you get notoriety. So everybody knows Stefan. So there's a whole little thing going on between Stefan and Fabio.
Team Euro.
I know. Were they having a love affair? No.
It's a bromance.
I know, come on. They did not have sexy times. No, and they don't hold the hands because Fabio prefers the leash.
So they gave a t-shirt to Stefan,
That
which
was
is
cool.
available on Bravo.com.
I want one of those. That's cool.
I heart Fabio. That's what it says.
Fabio's cool. You know, I wish it was more of a final two, Fabio and Stefan. Because I liked the type of foods that they cooked. I didn't really like the genre of food that Hosea cooked. So Carla is very spiritual. She was always meditating and singing,
Yeah.
which wasn't that good, but the meditating, she told the whole story about Hootie Who, and that's her call with her husband, like if they're shopping and they...
Well, it's ruined now because everyone knows it.
Yeah, so she's like, who? You're not my husband. So I like Carla.
Me too.
There's a Top Chef birthday curse,
Yeah.
in case you didn't know. If it's your birthday and you're on the show, you're guaranteed to be eliminated. As was, Daniel was the first one, then Eugene, then Radhika, and then finally Leah. Leah, I think it was just because you sucked. Not because it was your birthday.
So,
Alright.
Jeff has very complicated food.
Yeah, and if there was a million ingredients and a million different things going on, like he would always make like 3 different things for like one challenge. But that's Jeff, okay? Tom knows how to save a life.
Which he recently did.
Exactly. He was at a party and the host was choking. And he actually did the Heimlich on
He
her.
pulled out the old Heimlich.
And no, they don't teach you that in cooking school, which I definitely think they should. But you know what? If you went to health class, they taught you.
No,
So
I don't.
they don't teach that anymore? They taught us in high school in health class, so maybe they should bring it back.
Good job, Tom.
Yeah. So Toby, is he the Simon Cowell? No. He's not. Simon Cowell, there will only be one of you. Toby is cool. Yeah, he gives harsh critiques, but if you didn't give a harsh critique, what would be any better? Like, I know people leave us a lot of comments. Oh, you're so hard on everyone on all the shows you do. Guess what, kids? If we were just like, oh, they were wonderful. Oh, they were wonderful. Oh, they were wonderful. Who would suck? No one. Who would be better? No one. So, Leah and Hosea, yes. They had a little romance on the show, and every time I think about it, I want to throw up. There was no romance, really. Come on. They had some sexual chemistry, but you know what? I think there is romance material there. They're just not talking about it.
Yeah.
Because they had the significant others. So, yeah, alcohol was a factor. It had to be. And Hosea was like, come on, we couldn't have been the only ones on the show that were, like, fooling around. Yeah, I think you were.
And a little update on the significant others.
Yeah.
They're both broken up.
They're no longer significant.
No.
And they're not dating right now, but if they both were in the same city, they'd consider it. She didn't want to move because she's in New York, but he's no comment, which means I think he'd consider moving to New York to date her. Whatever, you two deserve each other. So, the stew room. I love when they show the never-before-seen stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's cool.
They got really creative this season.
They made beds. They made a volleyball court. They made basketball things with the little Glad things on the wall. They taped them up. It was pretty cool.
Dance hall.
Yeah, that was cool. I wanted to see more of Fabio breaking it down on the floor. Because it looked like they had a pretty good floor in the stew room. So, yeah. There's lots of alcohol, like we said. Leah and Jamie. They got so drunk before one judge's table. Thank God they weren't in the bottom that week.
Yeah.
And they were like in the top. Because if it was the bottom, it would be like, what do you mean I'm going home? No, Padma. All right. So, who's the biggest crier on the show? There's no contest. Ariane. You know it was. So, we visit the whole Stefan libido question. He had a huge crush on Jamie.
But she doesn't like the dudes.
No, she likes vagine. And apparently so does Stefan on everything. He likes Jamie and everything with vagine. It's who he is. He's not husband material, ladies. Don't even think about it. He likes to play the field a little bit with anybody who wants to.
Okay, so yes, there were nicknames on the show this season, but they didn't really get out that much.
No. Patrick, who was on the show for 5 minutes. Pocket Chef. Who knew?
Richard, Big Gay Rich.
There was a few more that wasn't that interesting, but the most interesting nickname of all, Ariane Cougar.
Or Cougs.
Yeah, so they gave her an I'm a Cougar in the Kitchen t-shirt, which was kind of cool, which I believe is also available on BravoTV.com. So they showed one picture from Gail's wedding. Moving along. Jamie is always angry and whiny, which is probably why I didn't like her so much, because I really go by people's personalities, and she's just not a happy person. So that's all I got to say about that.
So then we find out that Jeff was quoted in like People magazine.
He's talking smack about Tom. He said his food was boring.
But he said it was misquoted, so...
Yeah, sure. And Tom said, yeah, I've been misquoted too. And Jeff seems to think that he's some sort of sex symbol, that they used him. Okay, close your door when you're getting dressed. I think you were an enabler. So it's a bald men tribute. There's lots of baldies this year. And they're smoking hot. Tom is. Well, I don't know. They did this really lame thing where they put hair on them. I could have gone without seeing that.
Yeah.
But apparently, Tom is smoking hot for ladies and men. Right, Gay Rich?
That's right.
So, that brings us to the fan favorite. It's my favorite, too. Fabio.
Yay.
It's all about the accent, Maddie.
It is.
You know? I mean...
He's a charmer.
He is a charmer. Can I light your candle? Yes.
I wanted to see the clip when he was talking about the bunkie bed.
I know, but that apparently isn't as sexy as, can I light your candle? The answer is yes. So his mom is doing okay, hanging in there. He's hoping to be able to bring her over from Italy. You know, he's practically supporting his whole family in Italy as it is now. You know, good luck with that, Fabio.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should be with their mom. So, yeah, and Hosea's dad is struggling, unfortunately. Hate to end the show on a bad note, but let's do something positive and donate to cancer research or any other charity of your choice. So we hope to see you again on Top Chef. Till then, much love.